Good morning once again, people. It's Charlie, and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well today. So then, guys, we're back with another instalment of Bite-Size Leeds, all the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. Just before we get into it, guys, as always, the message is always the same, as you know. Please like the video if you enjoy it. Please subscribe for more content and comment your opinions as well. And let's get into the video, guys. So then, guys, the first story to report on this episode is, according to Phil Hay and The Athletic, Diego Llorente looks set to miss the start of the season due to the injury that he sustained against Real Betis in pre-season over the weekend. Now, for me, this came as a bit of a shock because when he went off, he didn't seem in too much discomfort. I thought they were just maybe choosing to not risk him, which was understandable. But it does seem like now that the injury is worse than we first thought, which means he could miss a few games at the start of the season. I guess the only saving grace with this is that we have got Robin Koch that can come in and fill that position just perfectly fine. I'm thinking now it'll probably be Koch and Strike that start against Man United next week. But it is gutting for Llorente. Obviously, he had an injury hit season last season, but when he did come into the team, we saw just the complete difference at the back. Hopefully, he isn't out for too long and we get him back in our starting lineup as soon as possible. But yeah, just check out Phil and The Athletic on Twitter for any updates on Llorente as well, guys. So then, guys, up next, we've got some more transfer news, and yet again, a player that has been linked with Leeds United for quite a while now, and that is Rangers winger Ryan Kent. Now, apparently, Leeds United are in for Ryan Kent again, along with Glenn Kamara from Rangers as well. But interestingly, with Ryan Kent, it looks like if Rangers don't secure a Champions League football, that Leeds United are going to take that opportunity and swoop in for Ryan Kent. Now, for me, I mean, Ryan Kent is a really, really good winger, but he's doing it in Scotland. Now, I'm not saying that's no insult towards the SPL, but could he do it at Leeds United? I mean, we can only find out if he ever does play for us. I think he would suit a Bielsa team from the clips and highlights that I've seen of him. I think he would be a really good player to add to our squad. If Kent comes in, does that mean that we're going to sell a winger or send one out on loan? I have said in other episodes that Helder Costa is being linked with a move to Valencia. Could that seal the deal for him? I mean, there's a lot of fans at the moment slating Costa, saying that they would sell him. I, for one, don't mind having him in our squad, but I can understand the frustrations with his performances. So does this mean that Leeds are going to go for Ryan Kent? Only time will tell, but keep an eye on this one, guys. Up next then, guys, just another thing to mention recently. I just want to say how impressed I am with Crescencio Summerville playing for the under-23s in pre-season. He did play yesterday against Ajax, and obviously I was at work at the time, but I watched the highlights back, and certainly he and Cody Drama were unbelievable. I thought they were really good, but especially Summerville, because he's a player that for me deserves his chance in the first team. There's a lot of people, I have just said previously about Costa, but there's people saying that Summerville should come on in games rather than Costa in the Premier League. At first I thought it was a bit of a stretch, you know, given maybe his lack of inexperience of first team football, but the performances that he's putting in are definitely justifying that, and I would love to see him break into our first team and maybe try and make an impact off of the bench, which I think he could definitely do against certain teams in the Premier League. I think it would cause some defences real issues, especially, you know, if Harrison comes off, if Rafinha's maybe not at it one game. If you get Summerville on, his pace, his shooting and his passing ability is really good as well. So it'd be interesting to see how well he could get on. So A question, guys: should Summerville be in the first team on the bench over Helder Costa or even Ian Poveda? Hit me up in the comment section with your thoughts on that. Should Summerville get his chance this season? I, for one, say yes, but I'd be interested to see how you guys think about this one as well. And finally, to end this episode on, guys, is an interesting one that I've seen very recently, and that is apparently Bournemouth are interested in taking Jamie Shackleton on loan for this upcoming season. As we all know, Leif Davis has already joined Bournemouth from Leeds United for the upcoming season, and apparently they want to come in for Shacks as well. For me, I don't see this one happening simply because how well Shacks has been playing in pre-season in the first team. For me, you know, he is definitely wanting to stay at Leeds and fight for his place in our team, which, yeah, could be difficult given the players that we have in our first team, but he deserves to at least be in our matchday squad every game and to try and come on and maybe make an impact against certain teams. My opinion on Shacks is that if he doesn't get a lot of game time this season, then we could lose him on loan maybe next season. But I think for this season, he will stay and try and fight for his place. But on the other side of that, you could see maybe Bournemouth maybe offering him something that he can't really refuse. They could offer him a great opportunity. It would be a good place for him to go and get regular first team football. But as I've said, I highly doubt that will happen, and I expect him to stay at Leeds this season. So then, guys, that is the end of this video and the end of this episode of Bite-Size Leeds. As I said at the beginning, please like the video if you enjoy, subscribe for more content, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much.